The former CS and also the former Attorney General JB Muturi, during a funeral at Laikipia County, verbally destroyed the personality of President William Ruto. And so, before we jump right into our deep analysis, I want you to watch and listen to him.
The story is about when William Ruto became president and he was about to name his cabinet. We used to have several meetings. In one of the meetings, he told me that, he likes calling me JB. JB, I actually want you to be the Attorney General. Even as those of us who joined Ruto, we were saying we know him. Ben. We were saying we actually know him, but somehow there was an issue of we didn't know, we were not, actually I think we were not consulted. Maybe friends should bear the blame for not consulting some of us. Because we had had several meetings with my brother, senior brother, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. So I think the problem was just within what was then government. We were not consulted. So even as we were joining that Kenya Kwanza, we were saying we know this guy. So when he proposed that I become the Attorney General, I told him no, I can't. I don't want to do that. I told him, my only reason of wanting to be in government is only one, that I put in 15 years in the judiciary, served 8 years as a member of parliament, and now I've done 10 years as speaker. All I want to, ndio nisikie nimekuwa kwa serikali. Mukisa ukitaka kukosoa mimi baadaye. If I sit in the national executive, but I don't want to be the Attorney General. And the matter ended there. 2-3 days later, my good friend, who was not only my classmate but my roommate, the current Speaker of the House, the National Assembly, Moses Masika Wetangula, calls me to some place, and we go, and he tells me that, I have your message. I asked him, from where? He tells me, from the president. I asked him, which message? He told me, when he mentioned to you that he wants you to be the AG, you declined. So I asked him, so what is his message? He's pleading that you did accept to be the Attorney General. So I decided, since Moses is somebody we've known for each other for so long. In fact, I began my working career. I saw somebody talking about Kebabi. I know the villages around that area. So I decided, let me tell Moses the truth. So I tell Moses, you know what? The reason why I would not want to do that job is because you and I know this guy. To be an Attorney General with Ruto as president is an extremely dangerous experiment. So we talked with Moses. I told him, you know what? The AG's job is to advise. The other one of going to court, it's normal because you go in public interest. And there are so many state councils. But this one of advising, you must be clear that the person who you are advising also wants to be advised. And this is why I bring in the sermon. That, you cannot advise somebody who cannot accept advice or take advice. So, because Moses told me now that is hiyo ni kali, siwezi kumwambia hivyo, wacha nimwambie tu bado unakataa. So when we met later, again, ananiambia sijamalizana na wewe JB, unajua. Tukaenda, najua anakunywa chai mingi. Tukaenda, tukaketi tena, chai mingi. Then I decided, let me tell this guy the reason why I do not want this job. And I told him, you know what? As AG, I would date a situation whereby my advice will not be taken. Because I cannot advise in a manner that is inconsistent with the provisions of our constitution. And what I fear about you, now I told him direct, is that, you know, I may give you advice which you may not like. Na tutekosana. You know what the guy told me? Exactly, JB. That's why I want you there. I want somebody who is firm and who is never shaken. Now, my friend Mugisa, kama mtu amekuambia ati hiyo ndio sababu anakutaka pale, so nikamwambia, if you promise that you will never interfere with my advice, my work as Attorney General, then you can go ahead and announce the cabinet.
Is the former CS and the former Attorney General, JB Muturi, out to ruin the personality of President William Ruto? Okay, if you can remember, after the Gen Z's protest against the finance bill of 2023-2024, he came out. By then he was the Attorney General. He came out to tell Kenyans how consistently he was advising the president against the finance bill. But the president never listened to him. We have also seen other politicians coming out to tell Kenyans how the president is so inadvisable. Ruto Arab Kir was talked about it severally, that the president is someone who never listens to anyone who is out to advise him. Rigathi Gachagua also talked about it severally, the kind of experience he had while he was the deputy to President William Ruto. You see that the president is someone who, instead of being advised by his advisor, he's the one advising his advisor on what to do. So my question is, if the president is someone of that kind, why do we even have advisors for him? Why can't we let him just be and do his things on his own? Because according to him, he is so genius than those who are supposed to advise him. And that's why William Ruto is doing the worst in terms of development or in terms of performance. Because according to me, William Ruto is the only president Kenya has ever had with the best ideas and best plans. But now performance and now putting these plans into actions is the problem. And why? He is someone who doesn't want to work with experts to make him realize his plans. He wants to do everything on its own, and that's why he is keeping on failing and doing the worst in terms of performance. Unless he listens keenly to advisors, he will not do well. That is my take. You can as well let me know yours in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and let's catch up soon in our next video. Bye and take care.